In this lecture, I will show one program which helps us in understanding how to pass an array name as an argument to a function. So let's get started. Inside this main function, I have declared an array A and I have also initialized this array with 4 values, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4, and here is the pictorial representation of this array A, which consists of 4 elements. The base address of this array A is 1000 and I'm also assuming that the size of integer is 4 bytes. This is my usual assumption. After this statement, I'm calculating the length of this array A using size of the whole array divided by size of the first element of the array, right? So length of the array can easily be calculated, which is 4 in this case. And after that, I have a printf function, and inside this printf function, I'm calling another function. And to this function, I'm passing the array A as well as the length of the array A. Now, when I'm saying that I'm passing the array A, actually I didn't mean that. I'm not passing the whole array to array B. I'm actually passing the base address of the array. This is very important for us to understand. We are not passing the whole array. We are just passing the base address of the array. And we can treat this array name as a pointer, which contains the base address of the array A. We already know that name of the array represents the base address of the array. So we can treat it as a pointer which contains the base address. Isn't that so? And we are passing this base address to this array B, right? This means that we are passing the address 1000 to this array B. This is equivalent of saying we are passing the address 1000 to the pointer B. This is a pointer only, which receives some address. Therefore, pointer B is pointing to the first element of the array A. And this simply means that we can perform any operation with A using B. In this case, we are adding all the elements of A using this pointer B. In simple words, I can say that B is equivalent to A. In our imagination, we can treat B as an array A only. I can traverse this whole array using this pointer B, and I can do all the operations that I can do with array A. As you can see inside this for loop, I am simply calculating the sum of all these elements. We know that the sum is 10, therefore 10 will return back to this function. And we can print this sum on the screen using this printf function, therefore the output is 10. With this simple program, it is clear that whenever I'm saying that I'm passing the whole array, actually I'm not passing the whole array, I'm passing the base address of the array, and there is some pointer that must receive that array, and int b square brackets is equivalent to int star b. Therefore, it is a pointer only. And this pointer is representative of this array A in this function. Therefore, we can say that B is nothing but A only. Okay friends, this is it for now. Thank you for watching this presentation.